Hello everyone. I want to start this video off pretty brief, but just say thank you for the support that you guys have shown me. This video is going to be focusing on my road from where last video we left off to beating Renalla, who, spoiler alert, has been the roughest boss up to my current playthrough, which is I have beaten Mesmer. She has killed me more times than any boss in all of Elden Ring, possibly even including Melania. So yeah, if you stay tuned till the end, you might even get a clip of every death and a counter, which is going to be quite embarrassing. But with all that being said, I hope you all enjoy the video.
Hello, kind sir! I've met you before. I apologize. I know that it's getting repetitive about the amount of times you get stabbed in the spine, but I'm a bit of a trash player, so I need you to do it repeatedly.
So I start off by heading to the side of the castle. This is where I run into a few different enemies, clearly died before. I had a good time, but eventually after I got past them, I ran into this misty forest, where I eventually just wanted to run past everything else, every obstacle. Besides a poor, unsuspecting bear, but this is when I reached the catacombs, which, let me tell you, that was a fun experience. Oh god! And after learning some painful lessons and having them beaten into my skull over and over again, I finally ran into this guy.
Hello!
After which nothing too eventful happened, so I continued through the cave until I wanted to get up close and personal with this fine fellow. Come here! After quickly dispatching of my physical inferior, I eventually ran into this guy from before.
Do you have any friends? Oh, you're that guy from before!
With my bloodlust left unsatisfied, I continued to go on throughout the catacombs and ended the life of every resident I could find, until eventually I came across the boss, which at this point I was left with one hit point and a dream, but my business wasn't finished. I was determined to end this man's life.
Healing! I need healing! Oh, there's a boss fight! Oh!
With my resolve hardened like stone, I entered the boss fight, and as you can probably tell, I was squashed like an ant underneath his boot. After a momentary bathroom break, I had returned with a newfound resolve, a need for vengeance.
Alrighty, now that my bowels are cleared, my ass is hurting, and I wiped away all the tears, we can get back to it.
After a few more attempts, I finally ended his life after making him beg for it. I then went on to continue exploring the castle, eventually finding the Moonrithil Carrier Knight, who gave me more trouble than the Death Knight, but, unsurprisingly, I remained victorious.
You punk bitch!
After switching to the sword Milady, which I enjoyed for its versatility, being both fast and very effective combatively, I continued to explore the castle, coming across other sites of graces, and eventually coming across Renalla.
Well, well.
How do you do, cat, sir?
I'm not doing that. Doing a lot of panic rolling, as you can see. Okay. So I didn't do any damage. I didn't do any stagger. This person moves extremely fast and has magic.
Renalla has proven herself to be both a fast and elegant boss that uses magic, which leaves very little room for punishment or even healing. So I decided to try to switch up my playstyle a little bit and begin parrying, which is very abnormal for me. It was a little bit successful, but mostly a failure.
But I was parrying! I was parrying!
After getting far too angry at my parry build and taking out my anger on my wife and child, I decided to return to the game refreshed from actually winning a few fights, and began to use my old build, which was my big boy bonk Malekith Blackblade and heavy armor, which still proved to be failures. It hurt my feelings a lot, but I continued. I tried again and again, using several different methods, buffs, debuffs. I tried several things, and all of it felt like a failure. But after hours of fighting over and over again, I eventually got into a rhythm. I started to actually learn her fighting style. I started actually learning how to punish her, what I could and couldn't tank. I began crafting materials. I eventually started getting close to actually beating her. And eventually, I did. I went into it, gave it my all, and tried the pattern that I was refining, and I got her.
Please don't drop my friends anymore. That's alright. Slurp. Try to get the slurp off. No. Alright. Good, good. Alright, so the bad part about this is, now that she's staggered, she's going into phase 2, and I'm not staggered. Alright, I can hold it. Alright. That's it. Finally!
If you made it this far, maybe consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it. I really enjoyed making this video. I thought it was super fun, and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree has been an amazing experience thus far. I plan on continuing to upload, hopefully weekly. But yeah, if that's it, have a good one. See ya.
Moving, slashing it. No! I was out of stamina, so I couldn't dodge! I was out of stamina, so I couldn't dodge! Fuck! Look at that! Look at that health!
How is that bitch not staggered yet? What the fuck?